Welcome to the 2019 Wind Voyager Triple-S Invitational pre-show. I'm Trip Forman, and this is Jason Slezak, and we are here to tell you all about this year's event. Sleazy.
Well, so far leading up to the event, we have had great conditions, stellar conditions. The riders, a lot of them are in town early. Features have been out there every day in the Southwest, even on the dark side of the slick in the Northeast. I had a bunch of friends in town. We've been doing downwinders, passing those guys. The guys are charging, the girls are charging. Everybody is absolutely frothing. The froth level and the froth factor is high leading into the 2019 Wind Voyager Triple-S Invitational.
Speaking of froth, what do you think Glenn Frothington would say of the froth level?
I think it would borderline be off the meter.
It would be, but we are in the unincorporated areas of Dare County. So for down here, it's probably still at the legal level limits, maybe?
There's no real legal limits down here. You can send it and be as frothy as you want.
Is the world ready?
The world's not ready, but it's going to happen whether they're ready or not.
It's always the case. That's
Sure.
Always the way it's been. Let's look at party time. Everybody comes down here to ride, but at the same time, everybody's also coming down here to party. What's the lineup?
It's a week-long event. So in a week, how many parties are there?
Is it one party that never ends?
I don't know. I think it's 7 parties and 7 bands.
7 parties and 7 bands. It's always been the theme. We've got a great lineup this year. Mixmaster Mike of the Beastie Boys is going to open it up on June 1st. We've also got the dub plates playing that night with special guests DJ Kubert and Future Fambo. That night is going to be, that's the way to open it up.
All of those guys have been here at different points, and if Mixmaster Mike couldn't make it, Kubert fill in or whatever, but the fact that we have all of them here together on one night, it's just going to blow the thing up for a great
that's the way
party.
That's how you kick off a good week on the Outer Banks. Following up, we have DJ No Filter on Sunday night. We have Mystic Vibrations on Monday. On Tuesday, we have the premiere of, this is a big deal. This is not like a little movie or a little film of Send It, the movie, and that premiere is going to be on Tuesday night with the official premiere party. There's going to be a red carpet, a step and repeat banner. All of the actors and actresses from the movie are going to be here as well, so that's going to be a really fun night.
Yeah, outstanding.
Wednesday night, Aaron Hadlow is going to be premiering his new kiteboarding movie called Aaron 20, and we've also got American Pinup coming down from New York City. They're an indie rock band coming down from New York City. They're going to be playing the party that night.
And they're one you don't want to miss. They put on a great, great show.
Yeah, that is an awesome show. Thursday night, what's going on Thursday night?
So Thursday night we have the fashion show, which has been, I don't even know how many years we've been doing the fashion show, but that's always a great event. It's a charity event. We have the fashion show, which has a lot of the brands. Sensi Bikinis was originally one that started that. Sensi's a competitor in the event. One of the top female competitors in the world who's here riding in the event again, but she brings her bikini line as well as a lot of the other brands that are carried here in the real retail store. Gets a lot of the local kids involved, and then we auction off a lot of them, amazing things from boards from Aaron Hadlow in years past, surfboards that some of the top surfboard shapers carried here at Real donate, as well as a ton of other auction items, and all of the proceeds go to charity, which is incredible that we can use that event to bring people here, have a great time, as well as raise money.
It's an unbelievable night. The all of the proceeds from the Sunset Swim fashion show benefit the Hatteras Island Youth Education Fund, and like you said, a lot of the kids from the local school are here in the show. So 8-year-old kids, 10-year-olds, 12-year-olds, teenagers, all the way up through local residents of the island and athletes that are in the event. It's all for a great cause. There's some great raffle prizes and auction prizes, and it's just a great night of entertainment as well. We've also got a local duet that's going to be playing live music that night, Willow and Bree from up in Kill Devil Hills, so they're going to be here with us that night as well.
I surfed with Bree the other day when Paige Alms was here. She is absolutely stoked to come and play the back deck for that event, so it's going to be killer.
Nice. And then heading into Friday, the grand finale, just when you thought it couldn't get any better, we've got the dub plates, Future Fambo,
who have played every Triple-S from the beginning.
Everyone from the beginning.
And now they're there opening up for who?
The Roots.
The legendary, one only, The Roots.
Is it a cover band?
Nope, we have The Roots.
Is it a recording?
Nope, we have The
Is
Roots.
it a hologram? Like,
It
is it
is.
like one of those things where they like kind of like beam themselves in from another place?
Not at all. We have the
Will
entire Roots crew, the legendary Roots crew.
Will Questlove be there?
He will be there.
Will Black Thought be there?
He will also be there.
Will DJ Qbert be there?
He will be there.
Future Fambo?
He'll be there too.
The dub plates?
They'll all be there.
All in one place.
In the backyard, amazing backdrop of the sound on the real property. And last year, I believe they said it was the best venue they'd ever played.
The Roots are so fired up to come back that, you know, when we booked them last year for the event, we had to reach out to them again and again and again, like to get the show set up. This year, on January 2nd, they started blowing us up to come back. They're like, hey, you guys doing that Triple-S again? We want to come. You know, they're out there surfing, jet skiing, kiteboarding. I'm sure this year they're going to be on the e-foil, trying to e-foil out there in the Pamlico Sound. So they are really fired up about coming back to Cape Hatteras.
Yeah, they enjoyed Cape Hatteras and Real Watersports to the fullest last year, and they really did say it was one of their favorite venues they've ever played, and I think it shows that they've reached out and wanted to come back again, which is great.
Yeah, no, I mean that part of the Triple-S is it's legendary, you know, because obviously the competitors have a great time at the parties, but for the spectators, the fact that all of those parties are open to the public, it's a great way to watch the competition on the water, maybe take a few sessions yourself or learn to kiteboard during the week, but then you can also go to those parties every night. Let's talk about the prize money this year, because I mean it just keeps notching up every year.
This year, the prize purse is up to $70,000, $70K and equal pay. So we were able to have equal pay for the men's division and the women's division, which is something that we're very proud to just be able to bring to the Wind Voyager Triple-S Invitational. And, you know, we've talked to one of the top competitors and the winner of the men's division last year, Brandon Scheid, and he put it very simply that the women are out there laying it on the line, pushing themselves to go bigger and, you know, taking all the same risks that the guys are, and now they get rewarded with equal pay, which is, you know, just great to be able to do that for them, for the sport, and just for, you know, women's professional sports in general.
I mean, when we started this event in 2006, there were no trophies. There was no prize money. I don't think there was prize money until 2011.
Maybe
10 or 11 was the first year we even had prize money. And now that it's gone equal pay, I mean, the feedback on that has been, you know, it's been overwhelming. I mean, coming in like over social media and in person here and on the phone and everything, you know, everybody is really fired up. And obviously the women, but also the men, and, you know, everybody that's coming here to watch the event. I think that's going to bring a lot to the competition.
Yeah, it's definitely going to add to the event, and we're stoked to be able to do that and keep it going.
So let's talk about the Real Slider Park, the legendary Real Slider Park. What's going on with that this year?
Well, this year, one of our biggest features that we've had for years, we have a new sponsor. So we have the Focus A-frame, you know, and that's still like kind of our pinnacle feature out there. It's the biggest one, and Focus is an amazing sponsor. You want to tell everybody a little bit about what Focus is?
Yeah, so Focus, and it's Focus with a PH rather than Focus with an F. So Focus with a PH, it's sparkling water. So it's basically natural sparkling water. It does have some special.
Something different about it, right?
It gets you in the matrix. It's good. It's, you know, and it's all natural. There's no sugar in it. There is caffeine in it. There is some like special energy additives inside of it, but it's all natural. And it is good. As far like it does, there's no aftertaste in it. There's no like energy drink hangover in it, and we're excited to have them on board, and we're excited to have them be part of the Real Slider Park. Other sponsors that we have in the park coming back, we have KOA, Campgrounds and Resorts. They're on one of the kickers. We have Wind Voyager on the super kicker.
Super kicker. We have Liquid Force on the rooftop.
Yeah, that's a switch for this year.
Yeah, and that's, you know, always a fun feature for the riders. They can get creative, as well as it's really conducive for a lot of different conditions, so it allows us to help get those heats through. And then I saw we have core on the reverse rainbow, also known as the hot dog.
Oh, see? The hot dog.
And then there's one more, right?
Maybe. There might. There's a rumor. There's a rumor coming across the United States right now on an 18-wheel truck heading east here to the Cape Hatteras of the Outer Banks. And
So it landed on the West Coast.
it landed on the West Coast.
It got onto a truck,
It got onto a truck.
and now it's barreling across the country,
Yes.
trying to get here for the event.
Just like everybody else. Everybody, I mean, that's what everybody else is. Everybody else is getting in a truck trying to get to
That's
the
true.
event. So Duotone has sponsored a new. I think the only thing you can call this thing is a mega feature. It's close to the size of the Focus slider as far as the length, but it also has quite a bit more width and quite a bit more options on it.
Yeah, the Duotone feature is an amazing, multifaceted fun box. I sat down with Craig Cunningham, Duotone team rider, their team manager, and had been a standout rider in the Wind Voyager Triple-S Invitational for years. He unfortunately is out this year recovering from an ankle surgery, but he's still here. He's going to help us out with the event, and he's here to support his team. But he also broke down the feature, and we have multiple ledges, banks on either side, round pipe on top, a toe jam ledge on one edge where you can only fit a small amount of the board. It's something that's sort of taking over a little bit in snowboarding and skate. So this is great to see all of these sort of new styles of riding from these other board sports be brought into a feature for here in the real slider park at the Wind Voyager Triple-S Invitational.
And that slider is also, it's all HDPE, yeah? So for those of you that don't know what HDPE is, it's high density polyethylene. The entire feature, all close to 80 feet of it, is framed and sheeted and welded 100% out of plastic.
Which gives essentially a limitless amount of options for riders. It's all about their creativity, their line choices, and keeping our fingers crossed that the truck just keeps on going. And
Just keep going.
we get it here, and we'd like to thank Duotone for helping support this event and keeping the progression going.
So as we work our way up to the Wind Voyager Triple-S, what happens the day before the event?
So Friday, before the main event kicks off, we have the Triple-S Open, which is where we see both men and women come to all battle it out and compete head-to-head for one coveted spot in each division. So one man and one woman get to advance into the Triple-S Invitational main event.
There's what's cool about this event. I mean, there's a lot of things that are cool about this event, but that you can get into this event by submitting a wild card video from anywhere in the world, digitally, just over the internet, and maybe get a spot into the event. And then also the Triple-S Open, which is held, it's like basically the last chance qualifier right before the event starts. And anybody can enter this. Anybody can send in a wild card video, and anybody can come to Cape Hatteras and enter the Triple-S Open and claim one of those, last few spots in the event.
And it allows people that are really hungry to get here, throw it down, and then ride with some of their heroes out there on the water and compete in the Wind Voyager Triple-S Invitational main event. So, for those people that are on the island here, and spectating the event and coming back and forth, or if you can't be fortunate enough to be here, what do you do to check out the event, say online?
I mean, no matter if you're here, triplessinvitational.com. If you're not here, triplessinvitational.com. If you're maybe splitting the time between here and not here, it's triplessinvitational.com.
What if you don't even know where you are?
If you don't know where you are, but you want to be here, I would still go to triplessinvitational.com, or I would just try and get here. But the moral of the story is that you can follow the event online throughout the entire length of the event at triplessinvitational.com. You're always going to see a status bar that tells you what the status of the event is, whether we're running, whether we're on hold, whether we're postponing, whether it's a lay day, and also what the activities are that are happening that day, whether it's a competition day, what the party is, what bands are playing.
Yeah.
It's all on the event website.
If you want to check out the schedule of bands ahead of time and plan your week, if you can only get here certain days, check out triplessinvitational.com. You can check back for daily updates on the riding footage, what happened in the heats, what happened on the water, what happens at night. And I know we are going to be out on the water every single day with these riders, really putting it down. But if you weren't here, say you were somewhere else, how many times would you check SSInvitational.com?
Countless. I would be checking it. I would actually, you know, like when people do live feeds, like where they broadcast live, I would be receiving live.
Would you break the refresh button?
I might. It might actually get stuck. But the you know, follow the event website, follow what's going on, and if you just had something that you were going to say and you can't remember it,
Then just don't say it.
then either don't say it or call me and I'll buy you a Triple-S lager by Carolina Brewery.
Cheers. So Trip, you're going to check the website an infinite number of times and constantly be refreshing. But for those people that are on the island or can get down here, come join us here at Real Watersports. Have yourself a Carolina Brewery Triple-S lager. Refresh SSInvitational.com to get your updates.
Or your event gear. You can
And
get it there
come
as well.
See 7 parties, 7 bands, and all the great riding.
I mean, the most important things that you can remember about Carolina Brewery Triple-S lager are 2 things. And they've actually written it on the can, so it's easy to remember. This is a post-session lager. It says it right here on the can. And then if you flip the can around, it also says it's perfect for sending it. So we're going to wrap it up right there. Thank you for joining us at the 2019 Wind Voyager Triple-S Invitational pre-show. I'm Trip Forman.
I'm Jason Slezak.
And we're out of here.
Cheers.